Welcome back to Feathers and Light, guys. Today we're doing a reading for Pisces. This is for regular watchers. This is for the end of Feb. However, whenever you come across this is when you're meant to see it. The universe brings this into your life and you click on this in a year's time or a week's time or 2 years' time or a day's time. That's when you're meant to see it. That's when it's relevant for you. And hopefully you can take something from this that's positive. Only take what resonates with you, though. If there's stuff that doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Just leave it. You don't need to take everything. First card. The burden. Message for the Pisces, please. Spirit. Oh, thank you. Slowing down. Oh, and abundance. Beautiful. So the burden, we're looking back. We're having a look back into what has been over this hill. There's been something that has been a massive burden for you, weighing you down and making you feel pretty crap. You can see the concern on their faces. Even the rooster doesn't look very happy because a burden doesn't feel good. I'm getting a very strong sense that you've had something pretty big that's been bothering you. That's coming to an end. You've got to stop focusing on it. You really need to slow down and let go. So whatever you're carrying here, you need to stop focusing on it, because look how much they're focusing on that. It's behind this hill. The clouds look ominous. It's not a good feeling, and you really need to let go of it. You need to slow down, and I feel this is more slow down your thought process rather than life. I don't feel that it's because you've been go, go, go. You probably have at work and with family and stuff. We all are. However, I feel this has slowed down your thought process because you are getting yourself overwhelmed and you are really clinging on to this burden that isn't yours to have. And you're going to have a lot of abundance of positive things. So if you let go and you let that burden dissipate and deal with itself, because it's someone else's burden, not yours, that's what I'm feeling, you're going to have an abundance of amazing positive opportunities. Look, we're sitting on this book, and the books are full of so many new experiences and opportunities. Beautiful rainbow. We've got the moon and the sun behind, some beautiful mountains. You've got so much ahead of you. You need to leave this behind. Slow down how you're thinking. Embrace life a little bit more. Stop focusing on this, because this is someone else's. It is not yours. You've got a lot of wonderful things happening. You're just struggling to see it because of that burden. If you slow down and you are more mindful about the way you are thinking, because how you think is your part of your problem, the worry is in your head, that burden is going to lift. I feel like you need to let go because someone else has to be responsible. It's not about you. It's someone else's problem, and it is impacting you. I can feel that it's impacted you, but you need to slow down the way you're thinking. Don't overthink it. There's an abundance of great, wonderful things, and I feel this is also support. So there is an abundance of people there to support you, and I really strongly feel that you've actually already taken the steps to get support. So embrace it and slow down. Stress management. What a surprise. It's a guardian angel card. So there's a sense of having support around you that you cannot see. Commitment. Another guardian. You have definitely, when I pull 2 guardian angel cards, it's a very clear signal from spirit that you have support outside of our realm. So you most definitely have support and commitment. You are committed to seeing this through. So whatever, support you have been out and asked for and helped and put it out to the universe and actually taken action and gone and asked other people for help and support, you are committed to this. And I feel the other person is committed. That's why there's a woman and some young children. So the other person could possibly be a little immature. They have an immature view of life and the world and what's happening. But if you manage your stress, you slow down, you let this burden be theirs, you've done everything you can so far, you're actually both committed to this. Your stress levels are a little bit high though. You really need to hone in on how to manage that, and emotions. That ties in really well because you've got this massive burden that you've been carrying that isn't yours to carry. You have had a lot of help from the spirit world, I feel, to move, to ask for help. That's not something that's easy for you to do. So there's a lot of emotions with that. And I feel a little bit confused. So whatever's happened, this burden that someone else's has caused you confusion. And you've actually done all the work because, look, you're optimistic. And you need to continue to be optimistic. Part of this is managing your stress. We know you're committed. You know you're committed. The other person, I feel, is really committed. But you need to make sure that you remain optimistic because these emotions are big emotions. This card comes up when there's things that are bigger than I'm just a bit upset today, or, you know, I'm a bit happy, or none of that mediocre feeling. This is big emotions. And given that you've had some burden and Spirit is telling you you really need to slow down, look at what you've got around you, it's because of this. Your emotions are really big, and rightly so. I feel that they are rightly placed because this has been some sort of very large burden. But the path is feeling really optimistic because you're committed and this other person is committed. I don't know if this is a relationship at work or a personal relationship. I feel because of the emotion involved, it is a personal relationship, but you will know what we're talking about. You need to manage your stress in order for you to see this, though, for you to be optimistic and continue to be optimistic and committed to seeing this through so you feel better and your abundance gets to play a part. You have to be optimistic. Oops. Message for Pisces, please. I feel like a relief. I'm getting this real feeling of relief and I feel a little bit exhausted, which could be perhaps the emotions and the stress management. You need to look at how to be a little bit more mindful of how you're managing stress, because I do feel like there's an aspect that you're taking your stress out on others, and you need to be committed. We've got committed here as well, to managing it differently, because you don't want it to affect other people in the way it sort of has been affecting you, especially if there's children involved. Messages for Pisces. Oh, thank you. And we've got the Magician and Hanged Man. Hanged Man is about decisions. One more for Pisces, please, Spirit. Oh, yep, thank you. Oh, we've got some big cards here. King of Water. Oh, what a surprise. You're a water sign. So let's have a look at this. I think we should start with the Magician, because he's a really strong card. He is the card that says, if I want to make something happen, I can make it happen. Pretty much like a magician does, really. But in the sort of literal sense. And if you really, this is about connecting with the spirit world as well. If you really align yourself with the spirit world, miracles are basically possible. So this is about reminding you that your will to do things, and your motivation and your commitment to it, and commitment again because you're so committed to this, and your skills you will really yield results from this. So if your skills are being compassionate and managing emotions, you need to harness that, because that's going to help this whole situation pan out properly. This is about really being aware that the spirit world is there to support you, because when you explore committing to that as well as yourself and people in your life, spirit can really guide you and help you with this. And that ties in beautifully, because your guardian angel cards are coming up, showing that you do have people around you trying to support you from the spirit realm. You may not always know that they're there, but there will be signs. You will, if you pay attention, if you really pay attention, there will be signs. Hangman is about decisions and sacrifice. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. The pictures are just gorgeous. And sort of surrendering yourself to what is necessary at the moment. Things in life doesn't always happen in the way we think it's going to happen, and that's why this has become a burden, because I feel that you've had a picture of how things should be and the way things should pan out, and there's another person involved that has had unexpected behaviors or unexpected ways of doing things that has created this burden, and you weren't expecting this. However, sometimes you need to surrender that, things happen for a reason, and they happen at the time they're meant to happen. Sometimes it's better to let things pan out rather than focusing on it, because sometimes having a delay in the way we react and deal with things, and I feel that you've been really reacting to this, you need to sort of slow it down, be optimistic, know that you're committed and this other person that's involved is committed. Then you need to surrender to the universe taking charge of this. It's time for you to let go of your attachment of how you think things should be, and this is where you've got the choice. You have the choice to let go or to hold on to this, which really aligns with having a burden. You can let go of this, and if you do, wonderful things are going to happen, and there's a lot of abundance there, which is just beautiful. But you need to make that choice to let go. If you don't, things are just going to keep repeating themselves, and you don't want that, because it's been a burden. It's made you feel emotional. It's made you feel things have not been as you expected them to be. And then lastly, we've got the King of Water. He's a very generous card. He's about being gentle and listening and not taking a judgmental stand on other people's behaviors and beings. He's a real peacemaker, and because Pisces, you're a water sign, I feel that this is who you're trying to be. You've really been trying to be this peacemaker, which is why you've committed to this. You've sought help. You just need to make sure you focus on also looking after yourself. When he comes up, it's about honoring yourself and making sure that you're aware that even though there's this burden coming from somebody else, there are lots of similar traits between us as humans, and what they might be projecting or going through that's affecting you or has affected the relationship that is involved. If you can connect to them and see that perhaps it's not coming from a place of spite, or they're not consciously making the choice to do that, you need to put yourself in their shoes just a little bit, not to accept toxic behavior, but to be compassionate and understand that if you're gentle and loving, you can lead people to the path that they need. And I feel that this person needs a little bit of help, and they're really scared. And if you keep being optimistic and committed, and you perhaps slow down your thinking a bit, because I feel like you're panicking, and you be this person that you are truly, this is who you are at heart, as a bit of a peacemaker, and you try not to be judgmental, but because things haven't gone the way you thought they would, you freaked out a bit, and that's okay, because I feel like it's really big. But I also feel that you are leading this person down the path that they need, and you're going to help them, and in the end they're actually going to help you as well, because you both have similar things going on. You're just not able to see it at the moment because of the emotions. And I feel that it's all going to come together. It's going to come together beautifully. You have a lot of support around you. You've done the hard work and you are a beautiful soul. That's what Spirit's telling me. It's how I'm feeling. I feel like things are lifting, and if you slow down and you stop overthinking stuff and you let the help that you've reached out to try and get work, you let this person do what they need to do, but you lead them in a really kind, generous, loving way, things are going to work out. Even if they're not the way you thought they were going to work out, they will work out, and it's going to be even better than what you thought. So hopefully that's been helpful for you guys, Pisces. Please like and subscribe. Give me a comment at the end of the video. Let me know how you feel, if this resonates with you. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.